Boom, my people, my people, my people. What is the business? How you guys doing out there? Hope everything good. Hope everything cracking with you. Hope everybody okay. Hope you guys are doing okay and hope everybody doing good, man. Roll tide to you all, man. Please tap on in. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kimberly? What's up, Toya? What's up, Infant? What's going on with you, boy? You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. And we gonna get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if the mic is okay, if the music is too loud. Let your boy know, and we will get it going, man. Good to see you guys out there, man. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you guys, man. You know, ain't good to see you guys for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's getting close, man. What's up, Chris? What's going on, bro? Appreciate that, Toya. Appreciate that, man. The broskis will be on in their time. They shall be right on, tapping in with your boy. Um, I literally just walked in the house, man. I had to tap in, man. Create me a link today and tap in with you guys, man. Second scrimmage is in the books. Florida State is right around the corner, and Alabama football is live and well, right? Really, really close to the season. Got a few things to tap in with today, man. Bama's unsung hero, in my opinion. The depth chart, what does it look like? And the special teams. Nobody's talking about the special teams, man. What's up, Jay Mims? What's cracking, homie? How you doing, man? Nobody's speaking about the special teams. Tap on in, man. If you guys would do me the biggest favor and the utmost love, please hit that like button on your way in and tell a friend, right? You know, Coach Sean come with the rhymes all the time, man. Please hit that like button, man. If you tap in, please hit that like button for me if you don't mind, and tap right on in. What's up, Kimberly? Kimberly on them Ravens already. You know what I mean? Oh, they play the Cow. Oh yeah, preseason. Yeah, man. It's going, Kimberly. It's almost that time, but good to see you guys, man, out there. Good to see you, Nick. What's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, broski. You know what I'm saying? The brothers will tap on in here in a minute. Chris, what's going on, broski? Good to see you. For sure, it's good to see you, man. Please hit that like button on you guys way in, man. Let me see who all we got, man. Toya is in the house as always. What's up, Toya? My broski Dwight is in the house. B2A Nation. Belt to AZZ Nation. You know what it is, man. Because that's what we do over here. We puts belt to that AZZ. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you guys, man. Dwight, what's up, broski? For sure, man. Nick is in the house. My former players in the house. What's going on, KJ? How you doing, little infant? Good to see you, homie. Kimberly's in the house, as we said. Kimberly, what's up, sis? What's cracking and how you feeling? Big Frank, roll tide, broski. How you feeling, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. As I said, my brother Chris is in the house, man. You already know Chris is in here, so you know it's going to be cracking. Jay Mims is in the house, man, so you know everything right. You know what I'm saying? Toya is going to be here. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, what's good? How you doing? Roll tide to you, Lisa. Good to see you for sure. Good to see you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Please hit that like button if you can and tell a friend. I bleed crimson. What is cracking, man? How you doing? And more importantly, how you feeling? You know what I'm saying? They say Ty look good again. Yeah, man. Yeah. I heard he did. I'm waiting on my partners to call me back, man. You know, my old boss is a dude I used to work with before I got where I work at now in aerospace. The guy, you know, he used to be my boss at JC. You know what I'm saying? Coach Waldrop. He's a Tide Prider, you know what I'm saying? So he get all the access to everything. Look at Toya setting it off already, man. Thank you, Toya. You know what I'm saying? That means more to me than you know. You know what I'm saying? So much stuff go into these channels trying to buy all this stuff. Thank you so much, Toya. Much love to you. Be blessed for that. Latoya with the $5 super chat already says 14 sweet days till we roll Tide facts. And it's going to come. I'm trying not to think about it too much because when I think about it too much, it take too damn long to get here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be even keel. And then that next week is game week. Then I can just let it all hang out, if you know what I'm saying. No diddy. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my sister. Appreciate you so very much, man. Let's see what my boy J Mims say. Also, Lawson had a big hit on Richard Young. Woo, good business. Yeah, man. I'm waiting on my little update to come in, man, from my old boss. I tried to call him. I was itching for a scratch and trying to see what details he saw, but I can't. He won't answer the phone yet, man. So I'm trying to wait myself, man. I bleed crimson, doing good, son. But I will be better when Auburn lose to Baylor on the 29th. I think we all will. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I bleed crimson. Don't tell Tez I said that. You know what I'm saying? DSGB. Much love to them down south Georgia boys, man. Much love to you, brother. What's going on with you, bro? How you feeling and how you doing, man? Good to see you, man. For sure. Good to see you, for sure, for sure. N3 road truck. I'm trying to think how to say that, man. N3 road truck. Either way, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, broski. Much love to you. Good to see you. Thank you for tapping in. And tell a friend. Please hit that like button if you guys will, man, on the way in as we get this cracking. Yeah, man, I heard everything went well. I heard the defense, you know, just from what I read and what I listened to Coach DeBoer say. Said the defense again played very, very well. They set out to stop the offense a lot this time. Said they had some good stops. Said it was very physical. But we're gonna tap in on a few things, man. You know, that third topic, as you see up there, that special teams, thumbs up or thumbs down. You know, the last report I got wasn't a good one. Wasn't a bad one, but it wasn't quite what you expect from, you know, we used to J.K. Scott. We used to guys like that. So James Burnett, you know, it wasn't quite there. So I wanted to really speak on the special teams and what you guys thought and see if you guys heard anything about the special teams, because the one little report that I got wasn't a good one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, brother. Let's just cross our fingers and hope they figure that part out, because we all know years ago, being a Bama fan was very tough with special teams, right? Very tough, especially when they lined up for a damn field goal. Very tough, right? OG Ephraim, what's up with your brother? Roll Tide, much love to you. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Got a couple of people in here tonight, man. I love it. Please keep tapping in with your boy, man. And please hit that like button on your way in. If you're on Twitter, please hit the like and the heart on there, man. We appreciate all you guys' participation. And we really thank you for tapping in with us, man. We're not going to worry you long, but we do want to tap in on just a few things that we heard, and just a few things to see what you guys' opinion is, man. I do want to see what you guys' opinion about some things that we just don't hear a lot about, right? Two of my three topics is things that we just don't hear a lot about. And I definitely want to be the one to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? J Mims say, man, we might be going for fourth and short sometimes. Hey, man, J Mims, them was some bad times back then, brother. When we couldn't make a field goal, every time the field goal kicker came out, man, I just used to rub my head. It was a thing. It was a whole thing, man. And I don't want to go back to that, right? Chris from New Jersey says, we score every time, you don't need a punter. Facts. Now that I agree with. You score every time, hey, man, who needs it, right? But if we being real, Chris, you knew at some point we gonna need that old foot to leather, right? And I'm hoping that we get that part figured out, because Lord knows we don't want to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? In special teams-esque, the basement of special teams, we don't want to go back to that. We've had great specialists here the last couple of years, and I'm really hoping that Connor Talty or Blake get it together, or, you know, one of these guys get it together, because we're gonna need them. We're definitely gonna need them. Nick says, don't let the game come down to a kicking a field goal. 100% facts. 100% facts. Don't let the game come down to kicking a field goal. Man, I agree with that big time. But you know how I go. I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying, Nick? N3 says, I've got my Althon and my Lindy's mag out. Let's go. Hey, it's about that time. N3. It's about that time, broski. It's about that time to get all those things ready. You know, and it's almost here. You know, it's almost here. Football season is upon us. That was the last scrimmage. So everybody who is vying for a starting job should be already entrenched there. They'll probably watch some more film just to make sure on some things they need to clean up esque. And you know, at that point, it is what it is. It's all over but the singing, right? Toe meets leather in 2 weeks. Toe meets leather in 2 weeks. Please hit that like button if you guys can on your way in. Kimberly says Bama offensive line need to get it together to protect Ty. It was the worst last year. Yeah, actually, the last 3 years, Kimberly, we've been pretty dadgum bad, giving up 40 plus sacks in all 3 years. To show you how big that was, the year we had Landon and Landon Dickerson and all those, but when Landon was playing center, the Mac Jones year, I think they gave up like 23 sacks that year, man. And we giving up twice that, right? So very, very tough, man. Very, very tough. Chris from New Jersey says, Coach, I'm praying for Ty. But to be honest, I'm nervous, man. I'm always nervous. Chris. It reminds me of being on the sideline, bro. It reminds me of being on the sideline. I was nervous then. I'm nervous now. Let me bring on my guest, man. Let me bring on one of my boys, one of my partners. I told y'all not to tell him this, what I was saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? My ears was itching, so he must have heard me, man. Bringing on my absolute favorite Auburn fan, my broski, Tez. What's up, Tez?
What's good, man?
What's going on with you, boy?
Man, doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Man, doing well, bro. Doing well. Got the yard work done today. I'm very happy about that.
In that heat?
Man, it's hot dinner, bro. It ain't, bro. It's hot as hell outside. For real.
It is.
I was out there cooking like a damn potato. It was hot as hell out there. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Much love to my broski Tez, and much love to my broski from another Moski. That's brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying? My brother Patriot Life, man. That's my boy Rob, man. Much love to my boy Rob. My daughter goes crazy every time I tell her Rob say hello. She absolutely loves Rob. Got a chance to kick it with Rob at last 8A before last. And much love to my partner Rob, man. Good to see you, Patriot Life, man. It's almost time, my brother. Rob says, good evening, my broski. Roll Tide Roll to you and Mia. Hello, my Bama family. Much love right back to you, Patriot Life, because it's about that time. Not only, here's the good news for my boy Tez. Not only is it almost Bama football season, but it's almost Auburn football season, bro. Tez, we got 2 weeks, man. You got a week of preparation, then it's game week, then it's Florida State week. What you think about it? For you, it's Baylor week. What's up with that?
Man, hey, it's about that time, man. We've been talking about it all summer. We done went through the players. We know them like the back of our hand. We know the measurables. We all summer. It's time to put all that together, man. And they go out here. I think both of these teams, man, Auburn and Alabama these are 2 big games to start the season off. That Florida State game and that Baylor game, those are two huge games to start the season off, man. So, man, I'm just ready for it to get started, man. Just ready for it to get started. I don't want to rush it, man, because it goes so fast.
It do.
As soon as it starts, man, look up and we right back into summer again, waiting on them to do it all over again. So I'm just kind of just waiting, man. Just waiting, eager but patient,
Facts, man. Much love to my partner Piano Man who just entered the fray. Right now, Piano Man, we got 3 topics, and we're going to pose them to the Auburn guys too, man, because it's really important. It's really important, man. Piano Man, me and Tez just going over, man, it's almost here. We got one last week of preparation, and then it's game week. It's Baylor week. It's Florida State week. How you feel about it, man? What's up, Mimi? Mimi's in the house. Roll Tide to Mimi. Good to see you, Mimi. Please hit that like button if you guys can. I really appreciate you. How you feeling, Piano Man?
Man, listen. Ted's good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks for the invite. I'm gonna let you know from the jump, Coach Sean. I'm gonna be on here for a few minutes, but I got another live I gotta go do. But I want to be with my brothers first. That'd be my brothers.
Facts, brother. We appreciate any of your time, Piano Man. Y'all know how it is. You in high demand now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if that's what you want to call it.
Deep Piano Man now.
Yes, sir, Ted.
But you asked the question, how am I feeling? What am I thinking?
Yes.
My mind is all over the place because I've been saying this in Ted's. I've really been shouting out Auburn in this first game, brother. Auburn and Baylor. It is important. Let me start with that game. It is important for both teams. Both teams. That is an important game.
Yes.
My only problem with it is that I wish that it was played on a neutral site.
Facts.
versus a home and home. I can understand the home and home, but a game of this magnitude really needs to be like a SEC, Big 12, some type of competition where it is played on a neutral site, however you want to put that, or something like that.
I can agree with that.
But since it is played where it's played, that's why I'm having trouble embracing an Auburn win in this game, simply because it's being played at home. It's being played in Baylor. Baylor has something to prove. Auburn has something to prove. Will the home cooking, as they would say, will the proverbial home cooking really be kind to Baylor? That's what it's going to be. Will Auburn be able to slay the giant on the road? That's going to be the narrative of the game. So what you're going to have are two teams. Both teams are going to make mistakes because it's the first game. They're going to make mistakes. But who makes the lesser mistake, who capitalizes at pivotal times in the game, that's who's going to win the game. That to me, that game between the 29th and the 30th, in Piano Man Little unsolicited opinion, that's going to be just as a big a game as Bama and Florida State, because you've got two teams that really has something to prove, but it's just from a different slant. That's how I see that game. Alabama, Florida, it's going to be more of the same thing, but the only difference is that you've got two powerhouses going at each other, Bama and Florida State. Even though Florida State was 2-10 last week, it does not negate the fact of the things that they've done in the past, their successes in the past, just like Alabama's successes in the past. So both teams had dismal seasons last year. Both teams have something to prove. So that's going to be a good game too. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm tired of really talking about it. There's nothing else. I'm tired of talking about what the potentials are, what I think is going to happen, and this, that, and the third. Let's throw down. It's time to throw down.
Facts, man. I agree 1,000%, man. Shout out to Jared, man. Jared, I am a baller. Good to see you, Jared. Thank you for tapping in, broski. For sure, man. I really appreciate that. For sure. Shout out to Zach, too, man. ZNT Picture Show. What's up, ZNT? Good to see you, broski. For sure, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. Please hit that like button on your way in and tell a friend. I appreciate y'all, man. So check this out, man. I'm gonna hop. I was trying to wait to B Sharp get on here to hop right into it. I'll just get his take as soon as he get on here, man. I got 3 things up there that I wanted to know, man. And we're gonna split into Auburn too, because I want Ted's perspective on this, man. Bama's unsung hero. I wanted you to give me one that's not really getting a lot of headlines right now. What you guys' depth chart looking like? Are you feeling good about it? You can pull that up, man. I might screen share it. And the special teams. I talked a little bit about it just a while ago, man, but the report I got was not a good one about our special teams. I don't quite know yet. Let me see. Let me get my broski from another Moski up here too. My brother B Sharp. Boom, in the house. B Sharp. Just in time, man. That's that Tuskegee stuff right there. Just on time. Much love to B Sharp, man. Let me start with Ted's on this, man. Let me start with Ted's. First, I know we got one for Bama. He ain't getting no head. I ain't gonna say mine just yet. He ain't getting no headlines. Chat, this guy's getting no headlines. But to me, I've told B Sharp this already. He may remember who I'm talking about. To me, the guy actually had better stats than our star last year. The guy is for me, he's just as important as anyone on that football team. But I want to know from you first, Tiz. Shout out to Jag. Jag, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Man, I've been waiting to get you up in here, Jag. Appreciate you tapping in, girl. Thank you so very much for tapping in. Please hit that like button. A lot of people tapping in as we see. Listen, man, we got some topics. Now I want to know from my brother Tez first. Who is your hero on Auburn's football team? I know Jackson Arnold getting the headlines, Hugh Freeze getting the headlines, Falk getting the headlines, the offensive line. But who is somebody on your team that nobody's talking about, Tez, that you know is a dog and a rider?
Oh man, I wouldn't say nobody's talking about him. I said they just starting talking about him because he just got there. But okay. Omar Mabson,
Facts.
Amari
Facts.
Maxson from Auburn, Alabama, man. In a running back room where we got some questions, right? We
Yeah.
don't really know if DeMar is that guy. We don't know if Darrell Robinson is that guy. And then, there's Jeremiah Cobb, which everybody is waiting to see him take the next step. All reports are that this kid just came into camp and he is tough to tackle.
Facts.
To the point of we're gonna have to. He's gonna have to touch the ball some this year. So I think that's because of the state of that room. I think that's a name that not on a lot of people's radar, but by about week 4 or 5, you start to see that. And maybe in week 1, I'm not sure how this goes out against Baylor. Dave Aranda like to run that too high shell, so
Facts.
it might not be a lot of fireworks down the field in this game. We may have to run the ball in some intermediate passes, so he may come into play there. And I give you another one because the wide receiver room, from all reports, it looks like everybody almost was in non-contact jerseys.
What?
At one point, a lot of it is precautionary, right? So like once one player go down, I know Eric Singleton's dealing with a thigh bruise. I think once he got hurt, then they kind of just like, hey, we need y'all, so we're gonna put all y'all in non-contact jerseys. But with that being said, Duke Smith is getting a lot of burn, and he could make an impact too. I think he's a player that, I think contributes early, and don't rule out the possibility of him playing both sides of the ball eventually in his career. Not right now, but eventually in his career. Don't rule out that. So those are 2 names that just come right off the top of my head.
Okay, so they doing some things in Auburn too, just like that, man. I respect that, man. Those guys, you're right. I hadn't heard much about those guys, right? And those guys are probably gonna have one hell of a year, man. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos in the house, man. What's up, Carlos, man? Hadn't seen you in a minute, bro. Good to see you. Carlos used to get on our asses when we lost to Michigan, right? As he should, right? Much love to Carlos, man. Carlos, I see y'all dodged the bullet down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't. The NCAA is full of what anyway. You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose who they want to punish. You know how it is, man. I'm glad you guys made it out unscathed. You know what I mean? Little money pay here there, but all in all, y'all seem to be all right, man. Much love to Michigan. Shout out to the homie Carlos, man. Piano man, let me get you. I know you got to get up out here. Let me get your unsung hero for Bama. Cat ain't really getting that many headlines, right? But he's a dog.
Kelby Collins.
Collins, yes. From Florida.
Florida. They bought him in for a reason. He came to Bama for a reason. I believe he's gonna play that bandit position. It's either bandit or I think it depends on how their defense is setting up with him. Kelby Collins is gonna be that dude. He's gonna be that dude, and I'm anxious to see how he rotates in and out. How they're gonna rotate with him, from that position. So, just to answer your question straight up, it's Kelby Collins for me.
Kelby. Facts. He gonna go in that rotation, man, and be with the rest of those guys. Those guys got a deep defensive line. Mimi, I don't know when he got the concussion. I actually just heard about that as well from Coach DeBoer. Maybe this week in practice, last week in practice, but Jaden has been beat up all spring, all fall, all last year, and going into the season. I hate that for him, you know what I'm saying? Because we know we need depth for sure. Kelby Collins, I got it, man. I appreciate that, piano man, and I actually agree with you. Before I give it to B. Shaw, Tez, they said, JMM said they said AU O-line had communication issues. Is this true?
I mean, I've heard some people say that. I don't know if it's true or not. I hadn't been down there, so
for sure.
I can't tell you. But I mean,
you the insider.
I am not an insider. I am not an insider at all.
Insider.
But yeah, I mean, it's to be expected. And you got 2 tackles that are going to be transfers, right? So these are 2 people that got to get adjusted. I got faith in Connor Lew, our center, who makes all the reads in communication. So I'm pretty sure that they'll get that rectified. That's the least of my worries. Communication issues on the offensive line. I'm more worried about communication issues on the sideline between the coach and the offensive coordinators.
For sure.
If you really want to know my worry, but yeah, I think they'll get that ironed out. I think it's too much experience for them to continue not to communicate. If they are indeed not communicating.
Facts, man. Facts, man. Before I give it to Big Shot, big shout out to that boy Marquise Mays, man. Uh, big respect for Marquise Mays, bro.
My favorites.
Yeah, man. Big respect for Marquise, man. Me having a lot of homies that I do from Birmingham, from his area, from Collegeville. My boy B. Carmichael, Barry Carmichael, my boy Agent Bluntly, Tavora, went to A&M with all these people. They was from that Adolph Pompey. Them boys from Birmingham, from Collegeville, from North Birmingham. My homeboy Gary from the Sipco, Wayno from the Sipco. All them dudes from Birmingham, them my boys. I love them to death. Rest in peace to my brother Watanja Adams. You know what I'm saying? Agent Bluntly, you know what I'm saying? All my boys down in the ham. Grew up watching Papa Cherry, as we called him, David Palmer. You know what I'm saying? I was a couple years younger. Got a chance to see him up close and personal. Watching David Palmer and Antonio, them boys what made me want to play for Alabama, right? That was my favorite team of all time. So anytime I get a chance to shout Marquise out and David, who come from humble beginnings, just like myself, growing up in them hallways, man, they know what it feel like. I get them boys love, man, because of where they come from and where they at. You know what I'm saying? I love stories like that. I love to see them guys, and humble beginnings make you want to pour into your son and your daughters and your kids. It ain't all about the clothes all the time. It ain't all about the freshness all the time. You got to understand where you come from to understand where you're going. You know what I mean? Big shout out to those guys, man. Roll Tide to both those legends. That's a fact. Be sharp. Give me your Bama Unsung hero, man. They're not talking about these guys, right? And that's cool because these guys are going to perform anyway.
Oh, before I go, man, because I had one on offense and defense. Just want to give
Cool.
a shout out to everybody. Rob, appreciate you, brothers, stepping in here. Latoya, Nick, Mimi, oh man, all y'all, man. Yes, that's what I said, man. I seen y'all talking to me early, Miss Susan.
Susan.
And I was finished pressure washing, man. I'm tired, but I had to come up here and support my boy. He wanted me up here, so I'm up here.
Yes, sir.
But definitely shout out to the 205. But definitely shout out.
Right. Everybody loves Ebony. Shout out. Susan. Shout out for sure.
Definitely shout out to the 334 for sure. But on offense, man, I got Richard Young. I think the way Alabama has really been successful throughout these years is we always had that second back. Just think about it with Coffee. He had Mark Ingram right behind him. Mark Ingram had Trent. With Trent, you had Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy had TJ Yeldon. With TJ Yeldon, you had Derrick Henry. I'm like, with Derrick Henry, you had Kenyon Drake. It's just always those guys that's behind the main guy that always gives you that burst of energy. Trent was one of my favorites ever.
Facts.
Only because we're in the same class too. But shout out to Trent. But I believe Richard Young is going to bring a lot of problems to defenses, especially when Jam go out for a rest. I feel like Richard was ready to take that step up. I feel like he's healthy this year. I feel like he's going to break out. He's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of defenses. And on the defensive end, it's on the D line, surprisingly. I thought I was going to go secondary. But one guy, I loved him in high school. Got to see him play one time. But James Smith. I think James Smith is about to really go crazy this year. I just feel it. Or he's just going to take that next step. I don't know. It all depends on how this year go. He could possibly leave or stay for his senior year. But I just feel deep down in my heart, man, he's about to go crazy this year. It's about to be a big year for him. James is about to show out. Shout out to Carver High School down there in Montgomery, Alabama. I think Quay going to do the same thing. And of course, both of them best friends coming in together. But I believe James is going to be a disruptor on that defensive line, giving offensive linemen hell all season long, man. So y'all definitely, if he stays healthy, we possibly could lose him. We possibly, it all depend on, I don't know how they're going to play him on the line. I'm not sure. He could come back for his senior year, but if he plays the way I think he's going to play, he's going to be one of those names you're going to look out for in the NFL draft.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I cannot disagree, not one single solitary bit, man. I love it. All you guys got some awesome picks, make it real tough for me, man. Shout out to Tony, man. Roll Tide, Tony. Good to see you, broski. Roll Tide, Joe Edwards. What's up with you, bro? For me, man, it's Jeremy Bernard. For me, it's Jeremy Bernard, man.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man, he actually had better stats than Ryan did last year. If you look it up, I think he had more catches than Ryan. Jeremy does the things that a lot of receivers don't do. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy does the things, man. He goes across the middle. He catches the ball on mesh routes. Anything going across the middle, those deep digs, those 12-yard digs, breaking down, popping to the inside. This kid blocks, big hands, tough kid, man. Tough kid. Play the H, play the X. This kid can play it all, man. He played the slide, played outside, on the line scrimmage, off the line scrimmage. The kid can do it all, man. Tough kid. I seen this kid sticking his nose in there, blocking cats way bigger than him. Mm-hmm. Jeremy Bernard for me, bro. I seen where Jeremy Bernard was actually comped as far as NFL drafts, like the first, second round, like the top 66 picks. I was like, what? This was Todd McShay. Jeremy don't get enough credit, man. Jeremy Bernard is a complete wide receiver. He can catch the deep balls. He can catch the mid routes. He can catch the short stuff underneath. An explosive receiver that's well built, well put together. I really got a lot of respect for that kid, man, because he do the dirty work. On the sweeps, he gonna stick his nose in there, crack back, and smash on somebody. Right on the outside zones, he gonna do what need to be done if it's not a runoff. You know what I'm saying? So I got respect for Jeremy, man. That's my unsung hero, man. I think it's time for him to get his just due. And on defense, it's Domani Jackson. To me, it's Domani Jackson, man. It's time for him, just as well as Jerm on offense. It's time for Domani to get his just due on defense. Lockdown kid, can play single coverage, can play the high coverage, can play off shoulder, can play all these different coverages. You know what I'm saying? The kid is absolutely a dog. Can play 6 yards off, can play 10-yard cushion, can play whatever they call him, man. He can play the route. He can play the receiver and work that man himself. He can play zone, right? He can play pass off and on the match. Whatever you want this kid to do, he can play it, man. Good size, absolutely fast as hell. And I think he's really, really healthy for the first time in his career. Like, I'm sure the dings and bumps and bruises will come during the course of the football season. But I'm really, really excited for Domani. It's time some respect got put on Domani Jackson's name. It's time some respect got put on Jeremy Bernard's name. And I really think this whole Bama team as a whole, I really like the feel of what I'm feeling from this Bama team. I didn't feel this last year. Man. Right. It's a lot easier to fight when everybody doubts you, right? Than it is to be the king of the hill and got to find a way to get up every year. I think it was Muhammad Ali who said, why you start losing so much, champ? Why you lose to this person? Joe Frey, why you lose? He said, well, it's difficult and very hard to practice like I used to practice when you're getting up in silk pajamas or silk sheets or silk pajamas or something. I'm prefacing. I think he said silk sheets or silk pajamas, meaning now that I've had all the success, it's very, very difficult to find that hunger again. You guys ever see hip hop artists that come out with this great album? When they broke this great album, this classic and legendary, and their second album be like, what was that?
Sophomore slump.
That's because you got a little money. You ain't working as hard as you need to. I guess I go to studio today. I guess I'll go to weight room today. Nah, when you hungry and you ain't got nothing, that's when your complete focus is on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, man. Shout out to my brother Patriot Life. Big respect to Rob. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you more than you know. Rob with the thank exactly, Brisket. Rob with the $10 super chat says, hope everyone have a blessed rest of your weekend. As always, roll down Tide. By the way, mine is Bray Hubbard. The kid is a ball hog and a headhunter straight up. To speak on that, I'm gonna let my boy Brinsky speak on that because he got affinity for Bray as well. Bray is one hell of a player. It's time you put some respect on his name. What you think about that from Patriot Life, Brinsky?
Man, ever since what's our boy name? Keon Sabb went down, man, and they put Bray out there, man. It seemed like a lot of passes one going over guys' heads, like how it was before. I know Keon took a lot of chances, way more chances, but Bray really protect that back end for the most part for us, man, and knock your head off. Will knock
Straight up.
your block off
Straight
for
up.
real, man. One of those unsung heroes. And when we first got him, I think he was in that same class with Caleb Downs and Tony Mitchell and all those guys. I was like, man, Tony Mitchell and Caleb Downs be the future, man. We gonna have that thing locked down. Guess what? Both of them gone. But guess who stayed? And guess who got their opportunity? And guess who showed out? Bray Hubb. So
Facts, man.
Shout out to Bray.
Piano Man, speak on Bray.
And he definitely just say one more thing.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
My fault.
No, you good. You good.
And the thing that possibly he can be a first round, because a lot of football analysts like Todd McShay and Mel Kiper saying he's just a quarterback back there. And the crazy thing that I did not know, that he never played this position until he got to Alabama.
Yeah, I think he was a quarterback in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That's right.
What you think about it, Piano Man? Bray.
Bray is the truth. I remember I was telling B Sharpie a few weeks ago that where I teach or where I taught in the area, and I lived in the area where Bray went to high school. Bray was quarterback. Bray was a legend. And one thing I heard you talk about, Coach Sean, and I got to elaborate on this. When people come from a particular beginning, when they come from a particular genesis, there's a particular mindset that when they go to the next level, they bring that particular mindset with them.
Facts.
Bray was sort of the opposite, because when you live in a place called Ocean Springs, Mississippi,
right,
it's more of a ritzy area and people are catered to.
Okay.
Bray never played like that. He played like he came from down the street, like at Moss Point and Goche. He played like that, like he came from, because he played around brothers, if you will. Yeah. And so they brought that dog out in him. When Bray got to Bama, B Sharp hit the nail on the head. He never played DB like that back when he was down here. When he got to Bama, he had a whole total different, he brought that particular mindset with him. And he's been on the money ever since. Now, I know you can't compare him to this one, that one, and the third, but I'll say this: he's making his own mark. He's doing his own thing. And as far as I'm concerned, when Keon went out, that position sort of went up when he came in. He started, a lot of takeaways started happening. A lot of just things that a good DB will do to keep a play from being a positive for the offense. He turned it into a negative. And that's what I have to say about him. And if he comes in like that, we've seen one hell of a DB that's gonna go to the league. Bray Hubb.
Man, I cannot agree with you, dog. I cannot disagree with you. That was absolutely awesome. Man. Thank you, Patriot Life. The fellas agree with you. 1,000,000,000%, man. Much love to my brother Rob, man. I agree, man. Bray, this kid, I watched this kid come into Alabama, tall, 6'1", 6'2", whatever he is, lanky. I'll say 185 pounds. Kid look like he about 210 now. Filled out. Kid obviously understand how to play on the hash, understand how to come down and support the run. Really, really, really proud of this kid. What's up, Steven? Much love, Steven, to you, bro. Good to see you, Steven. I appreciate you, homie. Link, I was wondering where you was at, bro. You know what I mean? Roll Tide to my brother Link, man. Much love. Corey P, what's up with you, homie? Good to see you, brother. Roll Tide to you. So I agree with you guys, man. And I agree with Patriot Life 100%, man. Bray is one of those kids. He hadn't got the headlines yet, but he will. You better believe this year he will, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime bros can thank you guys, you already know, man. Patriot Life. You already know it's you, bro.
Always.
You already know, brother. Much love, man. Tez, let's get into this depth chart, man. Let's get into this depth chart. If you get a chance, pull Auburn's depth chart up, man. I want you to tell me what you see, and do you feel good about it? Do you have any concerns about it? They say y'all deep this year on the O-line. They say your receiver room is deep. Your quarterback, you got a veteran there. All the stars are lining up. The defense was very young last year with DeMarcus Riddick, with Falk in the secondary. You got a lot of people back on Auburn's football team this year, bro. A lot of people back. Do you see any concerns with you guys' depth chart going into this Baylor game?
I like the depth chart. I mean, it's kind of tough to say. This time of year, everybody liked their depth chart. Like, right, you can't find a person that's saying something about a player that's not gonna pan out. We think all of them gonna be great right about now. You really don't know until you get into the meat of the season and you realize that 5-star that I thought was gonna be great, well, he ain't gonna see the field. Or that 3-star that I didn't think was gonna touch the field, oh, he's showing out now. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, the roster looks good to me personally. If I had to look at some deficiencies, I would say probably the running back room, and most of it is just like for the future, right? Like, how is it set up for the future? At the top of the roster, I think we are, you know, just as talented as any. But um, I would say the running back room, honestly, as far as overall depth, and also that wide receiver room. I know a lot of people love it, but one or two injuries in that room, and all of a sudden, it looks a whole lot different,
That's a
right?
fact.
The top of that room really does carry it so much so it's like, I don't know if we feel as confident without a Perry not a Perry, but a Cam Coleman at the top of there, or without a Eric Singleton at the top of there. It'd be a completely different room at that point. So that's what I would point to, those two positions. The defense, honestly, secondary, we got bodies on bodies on bodies. We got defensive line has actually been added some depth. The linebacker room they young, they kind of unproven. But man, it's some animals in there. So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's kind of tough to say at this point in the season, because man, I think all these kids gonna do great right now.
Yeah.
I won't know until, ask me this question after the Georgia game.
Oh man, okay, yeah.
And then-
Well, you see
and
what
then
Ian 3 say. Ian 3 say Auburn's defense was ranked 28th nationally. Scoring
Right.
defense last year. They returned 4 to 5 guys back with starting experience. Should be deep, right?
They should be
Link
decent.
say Auburn got 7. Link says you guys go 7-5. Link says you guys gonna get 7. That what you saying, Link? They're gonna have 7 wins, 75.
I think that's what he's saying.
Okay. Corey P
I
said
would-
the Singleton have a thigh bruise. Tez.
I wouldn't. Yeah, he does that with that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What you think about that 75 they just said?
I mean, it's possible. It's not impossible. If you'd have told me 75 last year, I was like, no way.
Facts.
No way. And you look at how the season went and how we lost some of those games, it's just like, yeah, it's possible. 75 is possible. But from a roster standpoint, I think it's a 9-10 win roster easily.
I think you guys' whole team future comes down to one thing: that quarterback position. I think everything's riding on how well Jackson Arnold play, how Hugh Freeze uses him, right? You guys got, I mean, man, you remind me a lot of us last year, right? So
Sure.
young defense with a few pieces on there that's been there. Quarterback situation. Jackson Arnold's a returning starting guy, even though it's a different school. Older kid, not a young kid, but an older kid like Jalen. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happened with you guys, man. Really, really interesting. B Sharp, I'll tell you this. Our depth chart at Bama, the only thing that concerns me is guard now, because we're 2 weeks away, and Jaden Roberts has missed both scrimmages. To miss both scrimmages, that means you hurt, man, or there's something lingering there to prevent you from 100% participation in full contact. Now, I don't know how serious or unserious it is, but when you have the young man from Texas A&M who transferred in, when you have the young man who transferred from Michigan State, I forgot both the kids' name. What's the young man transferred from Texas A&M? The guard, Dewberry.
Yeah, Cam Dewberry.
And Gino Vandermark, I think it was.
Yeah.
When you have Vandermark and Dewberry, who are both maulers, both bigger kids, Gino got a hell of a lot of playing time last year, right? What happens if one of them go down? Who do you go to then? I think from what the depth chart say, freshmen, Michael Carroll and stuff like that. Listen, man, the interior is a lot different than playing on the edge, right? it's easier to play in the interior than it is to play tackle. Tackle, you got to be athletic with long arms because you got to block the best athletes in the front seven.
Mm-hmm.
When you playing guard, you got to be physical, bro, because your area of battle is only a few short blocks, few short yards away. Everything you do is right here, unless you pulling up to the second level, getting the middle linebacker, right? You have to have a physical presence. When they bring in stunts, you have to be smart and know who to pass off to the tackle, who to pick up. And the center can't help you on every play, right? You have to be chemistry filled enough with the people next to you to understand, oh, in this situation, he gonna pick up him. Why I pick up him, you know? So what happens if Gino gets dinged up? If Cam Dewberry gets dinged up? So I do have a little concern, a small one, but a little concern about the guard position. What do you think about that? And before you go, Brinsky, much love, man, to the homies from Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Good to see them boys, man. Much love to my Nick and all the homies.
Nick, what's happening, man?
What's happening, broski? Good to see you, brother, for sure.
Roll Tide.
We need to attach Nick to our Wu-Tang clan so he'll know when we drop links, he can come on as well if he's free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I want to know how you feel about that, man. Let's see. Red You Fly, I love you, Coach Sean. Looking forward to the pocket. Hey, man, thank you, Red You Fly. I love you back, brother. Thank you for tapping in. Much love to you, and I appreciate you tapping in. Hit that like button if you can, brother. Brinsky's about to tell us if he has any concerns about our depth chart, and if he does, what are they?
Oh, man. My concern, that guard was a real good one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was definitely a good one. Only if I had to go anywhere, I will say D-line. The only thing I'll be worried about the D-line, can we create pressure for that secondary?
Yes, you said something there, bro.
Can we create pressure for that secondary? That secondary, I believe, is the best in the country. I believe that secondary is the best.
Ooh, you think that? Ooh, Brinsky, that's high praise, brother.
I am holding that to that standard. Everybody that we have, and I'm glad the money is a big part of the reason why I say they are that, because him coming back, bringing all that experience. Because if he would have left, somebody new would have had to step up to that position. I feel like Xavier is still learning, and he's grown a lot from last year. You can already tell more than like got bigger, got stronger, know the defense a whole lot better. And I feel like, man, we can create pressure. Those guys are going to have guys locked up for the most part, but we can't just have them running around for let's just say 7+ seconds and just keep like, man, we got them locked up for 7 seconds and y'all ain't even getting back there. Y'all still up on the offensive line and trying to get by. I'm like, man, so we got to create pressure. I believe LT Overton is going to make that step, hopefully. I believe Quay Rusar is going to have a hell of a year. I believe he's definitely about to have one of those years, one of the fastest guys at his position in the country. Create even those linebackers. You got to see will Hill step up, will Jefferson take that step. It's a lot of guys, especially with the comments Justin Jefferson had this past week. I think he said something about you trying to make those guys suffer or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. Yeah. But hey, man, it's good to talk. I just want to see you guys do it. That's it. Hey, we can talk all day. I think I'm hit $1 million tonight.
100% facts, man.
Let me know when you hit.
Oh yeah, man, I got you.
What you think about that in the inside linebackers, man? I believe Crimson said I'm concerned with our inside. Now remember, I believe Crimson. We have 3 fifth-year guys in Nyland Green, Justin Jefferson, and Deontay, right? Okay, here's the thing. Deontay's coming off an injury. Nyland Green is coming from a different school, different scheme. He's the thumper. And Justin Jefferson, to me, struggled on physical runs last year. Now, when it was outside runs, he could track the ball great sideline to sideline. But I think sometimes on inside runs coming downhill on his gap integrity, sometimes he would get caught up in the wash. Sometimes he would get caught up in the blocks. And you got to be able to thump those guards when they pulling and trying to get up on you. Do you have a concern? I don't know if he means from a depth perspective or from a talent perspective. Our talent perspective, I feel great about our inside linebackers. But I do understand what he means by depth. If Justin got dinged up last year, so did Deontay Lawson, right? So did the kid who got drafted. So did he. The kid from I forget. They names blow my mind. The kid, the first Bama linebacker drafted.
You talking about Jihad?
Jihad, yeah. So did Jihad. He even got dinged up last year. Yeah. So from a depth perspective, I do agree. Even though we have a lot of experience at that position, after those three guys, and remember we play two at a time now. It's not a 4-3, right? We have two middles, right? A middle, and a strong, both. So as we call it a sting, I think they call it a sting in their defense. Yeah. So when you look past those guys, Brinsky, I think you're looking at Caden Jones. I think you're looking at Luke Mertz. I think you're looking at Duke Johnson. I think you're looking at
you're getting down to a lot of freshmen.
You're getting down to a lot of freshmen, right? Caden's seen some playing time, right? But would you feel comfortable going into these games with a kid that young, right? So it's tough, man.
At that position, I feel like the depth on that, if any of those guys get dinged up, we pretty much going to be playing somebody younger. I don't know if QB Reese is playing inside linebacker. QB
Reese, right?
So it's just a lot of guys with no experience for the most part. Is because at that position, what gives us a lot of help is that those guys, like you said, are fifth-year seniors. So they've been around a lot. They understand what to do. But the best thing about that, they can coach those young bulls up to be prepared, show them how to be prepared. And just in case something happens, y'all can step on that field and make an impact too. So that's going to be a very, very interesting part of this whole defense. Can those guys create plays too? I don't want to see guys falling back every time they're trying to make a tackle. I want them to fall forward.
Facts.
And trying to lay somebody out for the most part, man. So shout out to Katrina, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Facts, Brinsky.
And Jay.
Yeah. Hey, and Jay Mills. Go ahead, Ted. Sorry about that.
I was about to say, I got a question about that, man. Brinsky, you said something. Y'all touching on something that's important. That you said in that room, if you suffer an injury, you down to like a lot of inexperienced guys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't find out now, like just researching teams for the past couple of days, it's a lot of rosters like that now. Like, I don't know if that's the effect of the transfer portal or NIL, but like a lot of rosters are very like top heavy with experience. Like all the experiences at the top, and then once you get past the first string, you start getting into some real inexperience. You don't really see now the old cat that's on the team that just want to be there and then get a couple plays here and there, graduate, and by the time he's a senior, he's a starter. That's very rare now. You think that's something that just like is happening with y'all room, or do y'all see, like I see, that's happening like all over college football?
That's college football. That's college football. That's all it is, man. It ain't. It's going to be hard to keep a 5-star. Like I know we got Keon Keeley, former 5-star, former top 5 player in the country. He rarely played for the most part at all. It's going to be hard to have those guys that you see just wait their turn, to seriously wait their turn to get on that field. As soon as a guy feel like he ain't getting enough time in his freshman year, he's gone for the most part, especially those 5-stars. I feel like a lot of those 5-stars, like I'm not going to use anybody names because I don't know how they play or nothing like that, and I don't want them to have no blowback on me. But they'll probably go to a lower tier school that can pay them money so they can just get on the field. quicker. And the one thing that I will say, man, because it was something that I listened to, and I'm glad you said that, Tez, because Tom Brady was just talking to Joel Klatt about this, and he was saying like how these guys, like how college, money is fine and all that, but the lessons that he learned is the reason why who he is today. He said, I can only imagine if Michigan let me play that first game as a freshman. We're not having this conversation right now.
Yeah.
Because he's just because he has so much to work on. The lessons he had to learn, the way to fight. People like to use the best example I can think of is like Cam Newton behind Tim Tebow. People say, oh man, he had this and had that. Oh man, Cam would have did the same thing that he did at Auburn. But people forgot, man, like he went through something. He had to battle through something. I felt like that's the reason why you got that Cam at Auburn. I don't feel like
you get the same
Cam if he comes right after Tim Tebow. You missing those valuable lessons. A lot of those kids don't like to sit and wait their turn when usually they should and try to learn why you're sitting right here. Maybe you're not good enough right now. Maybe it's somebody that just that great ahead of you. You're not going to just start over a Caleb Downs. I don't care if you're a 5-star coming out of high school. You're not going to start over these guys. Jeremiah Smith, you wait your turn. And when is your time to shine, you go play and ball out. So, man, that's one thing that that's one thing that's college football is going to miss for the most part. But you're going to see it way less than you've seen it before.
Facts, man. Big shout out to Jason, man. Shout out to our brother Jason from Hall of Fame Sports, man. Good to see you, Jason, man. Should have hopped on with us, bro. You know what I mean? Left that link for all our guys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jason and the OU Sooners, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to beat that ass when y'all come in for homecoming.
Facts, bro. Facts. And y'all
y'all got them homecoming? That's homecoming?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
make sure you tap in with Jason too, man. Hall of Fame College Football. Tap in with Jason too, man. Very, 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 very good podcast, man. Very informative. I agree, man. I agree. Link said it right there. Kirby said you can't build depth with the transfer portal the way it is now. I mean, that's facts, bro. We're lucky to have 3 guys that can play middle linebacker, that play the middle and the sting, right? In this defense. That all are 5th-year seniors. That's very rare, right? Shout out to Double L. What's up, Double L? Good to see you, broski. Good to see you. Here's one. I believe Crimson said, do you think Keeley not playing has anything to do with him not understanding the playbook, like Tim Kenny was talking about the other day? Maybe, but with Keon, I would say, remember, this kid came to Alabama as a stand-up edge rusher, right? Now he's a hand-in-the-dirt bandit. / wolf / you know what I mean, strong side, weak side, you know, he's a hand in the dirt guy, right? It's when you start talking about those trenches, man, it's a lot of different nuances than it is just rushing the passer, right? When you start switching defensive fronts from odd to even, you go from playing a legitimate D end to playing D tackle, playing on the outside shoulder to the inside shoulder. It's a difference playing the outside shoulder than playing in the gap. That's totally different, bro. So, you know, it's just a learning experience, and it takes a while. He had to get his body right. Keon has probably picked up 20-something more pounds, right, to play down there with those guys. It is very violent in those trenches. Opposite standing up where you just rushing the passer, you know, aiding the run game, you know, whatever the case may be, catching a pulling guard here every once in a while. When you down there with your hand in the dirt, man, that's where the real football is played. Trust me.
I feel like one thing, Coach Sean, that a lot of people miss, man, development. A lot of these guys just need to develop. I feel like a lot of people be trying to write these people off like, oh, he ain't do nothing to his senior year. Maybe he just needed that. He just needed to develop. Some learn faster than others. Most guys don't play their freshman years like a Caleb Downs, a Pat Surtain, or Minka Fitzpatrick. Some of those guys just had to wait until like the end, like a Matt Jones. It just be like that sometimes.
Yeah, man. Football is remember this, man. Even the best players that came to Alabama that started in their first year, the Julios, the Caleb Downs, the football is a developmental game, man. It's a developmental game. Julio started because at that time we were not saying he wouldn't have started anywhere else, but sometimes these freshmen start because you just don't have anybody better, right? Look at Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith caught 6 passes his first year. Devontae Smith left Alabama as one of the most talented receivers we've ever seen in Crimson Tide history.
How long did he stay?
Exactly. And he stayed all 4 years, and he had the
4 years.
best career of any receiver we've ever had, man. Right? So the development, because remember this, brother, when you get to that other league, they like
Don't
down
care.
the development. You better be ready when you get here.
Thank
right?
you.
That determines
they
your
don't care.
check. You understand? So I know everybody want the bag, everybody want to start. Sometimes, man, you need to learn how to play the game, depending on what position you play, right? Everybody knows to play running back, to play the skill positions are the easiest to transition, right? Running back, wide receiver, very easy to, I ain't gonna say very easy, but the easiest to transfer from high school to college, right? But when you start talking about corner, when you start talking about quarterback, when you start talking about tight end, in high school, Caleb Odom didn't have to block nobody, right?
Mhm.
You get to college with your hand in the dirt, you have got to learn how to block dudes that outweigh you by 40 pounds. And they coming.
Okay.
And they coming, right? They can't continuously knock you off the line of scrimmage. When you playing corner in college, right? You have to know every coverage it is. When to pass off if you match on the back end. When to switch from man to zone, depending on the call. When to back off, when to press, when to bail. It is totally different. It's like going through a Pickens County phone book and a Birmingham phone book. It's totally different, man. I'm telling you. Especially playing in defenses like Coach Saban used to have.
Yeah, one of the things, man, when we talk about this too, I always say this, but we gotta remember when we talk about these kids, the transition from high school to college, people fail that without even playing football. You know what I mean? The only thing they do is go to class, and people show up. I say it all the time. You go to school in the fall, you can't find a parking spot. In the spring, after Christmas, you come back, you can park in the front. Because the transition from high school to college is a lot for what you may be. We be focusing on the field, but what you may be seeing from a player that can't get on the field is a player who's not managing his schedule correctly. He can't get the class schedule correct because he just now started. He doesn't know how to manage it. He was in high school last year where it was all laid out in front of him. You know what I'm saying? He may not know how to get the workouts on time and balance that with his class and his lab and all that stuff. So that's what you may be seeing. It's just like from a personal perspective, this kid just needs to grow up soon. It's not. I don't know a lot of people that just kill it in their transition from high school to college. Even the ones that don't play football, it's like, man, there's a adjustment period that you go from.
I was one of them.
Yeah, you go from being a boy to being a man. You go from no responsibilities to responsibilities. You go from no options to all the options in the world.
There you go.
And man, like you got to take that into account. So when you see a kid in year 3 finally putting it together, I can guarantee you, when you ask his coaches, they're gonna talk about how he's putting it together off the field. Pay attention to when coaches say that, oh, he's much different off the field. That's what they mean. It's like, man, they grow up, they learn to be adults. They learn to be young adults. You got to give some people time to do that.
Tiz, I don't even think you know how right you are, man. That is the best. What you said is spot on, man. And it goes in accordance with what Larry Large just said and what N3 just said. Larry Large just said not too many 18-year-olds are ready to play SEC football. That is as straightforward as you can possibly say. And N3 said Julio Jones was a little thicker in college and physical. Now, what I take from that is not every receiver is Julio Jones. How many times do you get a receiver like Jeremiah Smith, Julio Jones, that's just physically and mentally ready to step right into college football? That just don't happen all the time. The Caleb Downs. I seen this kid at a camp in Atlanta, and I was like, I was watching some other kid, and I'm like, man, who is that kid? That kid was just better than everybody, right? That just don't happen all the time. It just don't, man. Out of 100 kids, right? You may get 5 like that, right? So it's different with those kids. And you're right, Tiz. A lot of these kids have never been away from home. Right now, you're on your own. You got to manage your time. You got to get up on time like a job to go to these practices, to these classes. You can't miss them. You got to manage your time. It's a whole bunch of more girls around you, right? You don't have nobody to tell you when to come in, right? You have to find a way to manage free time, books, skill, tutoring, coaching time. It is, unless you come from a household where you had to do this as a young adult, when you get to college, man, it's an adjustment period. You go through these ebbs and flows where you making straight A's. This week you might have had 2 D's. It's just it's ebbs and flows, man. And then you add college football onto it. These grown men screaming at you every 5 minutes. People posting videos about what you gonna do when you don't even know the playbook. I put it into perspective like this, Brinsky, from a grown person. This is for an adult out there that's listening. Everybody got jobs, right? Who have a job? Say you've been at your job a couple of years. You know what to do with your job. You understand it. Say tomorrow you got to switch and go to a new job. And the people expecting you to know it just where you know your last job. Say everything you learn is a whole different job now. A whole different job, right? And you're going to be based here in a few weeks on whether you know that job or not. That's how it is, man. It is very tough to learn. It takes a while. It takes repetition. It takes failure, right? And what you think about that, Brinsky?
Yeah, man. It was something that man, I wish I can pull this video up so bad, man. But I don't know if a lot of people have seen it. I'm definitely sending it to y'all. Man, I remember Richard Sherman was talking about this, like comparing like a regular student to a student athlete. Like, man, we probably got like what he said. He said, man, we got weightlifting, then we got practice.
Facts.
Then I gotta go to class. Then I gotta go right back to practice. May gotta get treatment. Then study hall. Then I can, like, it's probably like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Now I gotta still study or do homework. Now I gotta manage that time and do it all over again. Some kids can go out there and go get a job. I can't even go get a job.
Yep.
So
I ain't talked to my mama all day.
I haven't talked to nobody.
I gotta call her.
Like, man, you really learn, man. I'm telling you, man. What we talking about right now, man? This is just some real simple growing up stuff, man. Because I'm telling you, I was probably one of the most immature 18-year-olds in college ever. I'm like, I was there, but I wasn't there at all, man. Like, you just, I'm always been used to just getting up, just the mental clock, just always getting up early or whatnot. But you gotta get up out of bed and go to class. You gotta want to do this stuff every day, then work on the assignments, then just try to figure out just how to be a young man. Then do I go to this party tonight, or should I just go wait for the next party? But I'm trying to hit up all the parties. So, like, man, it's a whole lot of stuff that factor into this, man. You got to be mentally ready for all this. And most kids, matter of fact, we had a guy up here that I feel like is one of the most prepared people, is Dylan. I feel like Dylan, when you talk to him, Coach Sean, you heard what he wanted to do. He's just like, man, I'm just football, and then I'm trying to get into sports medicine. I can't put every kid that's his age, that is 17 years old, to have his mindset like that. Because I know it's other guys on his team like, oh, man, we just joking off or whatnot. Like, yeah, he jokes off too. He's still 17, but his focus is totally different than the rest of them. Like, he knows what he wants to do. He knows where he wants to go in life. I can't put that on a lot of people, man. So just anybody you can come across with that type of mindset, man, they are going to be special, no matter what they do.
That is so true, man. And I'm glad you guys said these things, because people need to know it's more than just football when you're a freshman, man.
Man.
I was so happy, man. When I got to Alabama A&M University, man, to be around all, man, listen, everywhere I turned, it was scantily clad creatures that I enjoyed, right? Everything to pull me away from going to an 8 o'clock class. I've been out since 12:30. I'm tired. I go to class tomorrow. Nope, but I had Antoine Harden. I had Jermaine Jones. Like, nah, little dude, let's go. Them boys, they was older. Them cats are like, nah, homie, let's go. We gonna tell coach, nah, let's go. I'm like, man, they haters, man. Nah, they wasn't haters. They was just trying to make sure that I understood what you here for, right? So when you a freshman, guys, you need people. You need those older people. It is a transition like you would never before understand, man. So it's when you see these freshmen like Derrick Henry, I think Link was the one who said it. Derrick Henry was physically ready to play at 18, college football, at 17, at 16, right? But the mental part, the mental part. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, you can't get on the field. It doesn't matter how big or strong you is or none of this. If you can't pass protect, if you don't know when to take a counter step, if you don't know when to go into flats on the pass plays, if you don't know the pass route on the pass play, and these pass plays, even in college, not quite long as the pros, but even in college, trips right, 30 second, trips right, 32x block. You know what I'm saying? They long, right? Long plays. You know what I'm saying? And each part of the play tells somebody else what to do. Trips right, talk to the receivers. X tell the line how to block, which protection it is, right? The 3, the 2, the 1, all the backs got the number. Running back in some offenses, the running back is 2, fullback is 3. Some offense, it tells you which dude getting the ball and where to go. 32, 3 back, 2 hole. 22, 2 back, 2 hole. 31, 3 back, 1 hole. Right? Very, very simple stuff for us, right?
Yeah.
But inside zone plays, outside zone play, it is like a whole nother Bible that you have to know. And here's something that's gonna really blow your mind. Some of the defensive playbooks are even worse. They're even worse. You know the play. All we gotta know is the play. We know what to do. I don't gotta worry about what the receiver do. I don't gotta worry. I know where I go. Right? That's
they
all I
got
gotta
checked.
do. Right. The quarterback has to know everybody's plays, where everybody is, where everybody go. Well, that's what the corners got. The corner got to know which play on what coverages this is happening, when to pass off. If we playing match in the back, the corner gotta know everything. Linebacker gotta know what call, right? Whether it's a California slide to the left, whether it's New York slide to the right. It's just so much stuff that go into this stuff, and it's all based on what the offense is doing. So people, oh, double L, Antoine? Yeah, man, them was my big homies. Them dudes, look, them boys, I used to hate them for the first month or two, but because of them, I made it through. Because of them boys, I made it through, man. You know what I'm saying? So I agree, man. I agree. You and Tez and Brinsky are 1,000% correct. The fans get caught up in Saturdays.
We do.
But the fans don't, yeah, man, you don't see what these boys go through, right? While you at home nuzzled in your bed at 8:00 or whatever, in the summer or whatever, if you teach, no, these kids are out there practicing. The only people practice more than the football team is the damn band. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I will tell you this, 2 things real quick. This is also the first time a lot of these kids have ever been hit by a grown man.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Right. It's a difference. It's a transition to playing with kids to now you might be playing with the way the rules is now. You might be having to block a DN that's 23 years old when you 18 years old, man. That's an adult to you. So you might need some time to fill out your grown man body to be able to handle that.
Brother, I tell anybody that want to know, it don't even matter the level you play at, bro. This is what you got to tell yourself. And if you don't tell yourself this, the humbleness will tell you.
Yep.
Everybody that you play with that is actually on the field playing was good at whatever high school they came from. It's no more like in high school, I get the ball, you run one way, stop. They didn't over pursue, so you can stop and go the other way. Easy peasy because you faster than everybody. No, that is out the question. You try to do that, you're gonna get killed. Like these dudes can run, they all long, the tackles are harder, they falling on you is different, they talking to you, it's totally different. The line is bigger and they can actually move. I'll never forget this dude named Michael Pickney. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember where Michael was from. He was an older cat, didn't really talk to him that much. Dude named Otis Reagan from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This boy named Michael Pickney, man, I promise you, it didn't even look on film like it was a hard hit. Dude, hit me face mask on face mask, and I promise you, I bit through the side of my mouthpiece. Like I bit down so hard. I don't know if I missed the mouthpiece. I don't know what happened, but I ended up chipping my damn. Bro, college is totally different at any level. And I can't even imagine, in the SEC, what these guys doing with Marquise Mays, who had to go through with David Palmer. These ain't the biggest receivers, but they was talented. Tarrant, J.O., them boys they was good at whatever they played, right? And so it's more than just talent playing at any level of college football, man. It's more than just talent. It's up here. You got to have it up here, man.
Yeah. And also, the second thing I wanted to say was, real quick, man, you never really, I make some jokes every now and then, but you never see me like go in on kids when they get in like legal trouble in school.
Facts.
Right. I never do that. Like it's, I hear jokes about, like, I'm just paraphrasing, Georgia, having thugs on their team full of thugs and stuff like that because they getting in trouble. I never really participate in that stuff because I look at my life and, bro, if I had been on a football team, on a Division I football team, with the trouble that I got on early in my my college career, I'd be on the news. Everybody would know my name. Y'all be talking about Taz, and it's a shame that he be saying the same thing, man. They got NIL, but Ted's doing this and doing that. He ain't had to do this. He ain't had to do that. Man, I got into so much stuff, man. Man, we just forget. And some of the people that be doing it, they discount, like, man, what have you been through in college, bro? Because I know I seen a lot of rap sheets. I seen a lot of people walk out with their hands behind their back when I was in college. So, like, I know this world ain't squeaky clean when it comes to that time period. So it would be hypocritical for me to criticize a kid for doing something during that time period.
How many times we talked about that, man? It was plenty of times, like, man, we probably would have got a lot of views on a show just talking about a particular topic. And I was like, why even talk about this stuff, man? Like, talking down on, and people act like they stuff don't stink, like they ain't never been through nothing. We talking about kids, man. Like you said, kids. If I was anywhere near this stuff, man, it's some stuff I pray to God. It's some stuff I laugh at, but I know it'll probably embarrass my mama. It ain't nothing too serious, but it is like, but it should be like, really, and just look at me embarrassed. I'm like, man. Like,
and remember this too. Remember this too, Brisky.
And I feel like a lot of people, especially older people, like they never done anything. Like, this generation is, this generation that. I'm gonna tell you right now. Every generation had a stuff, man. Every generation has their stuff. I don't give a damn. It's just more visual. It's more visual now. Like, you can see
social media,
You probably heard some stuff back in the day. You ain't never seen this stuff. I can only imagine if they had social media in the 80s. I can only imagine.
Or the early 90s, mid 90s.
Think about how athletes used to
remember, wasn't no cameras back then, bro. For real, like it is now.
Now introduce social media. There's pictures of Charles Barkley with a fanny pack, some pink small shorts, and a tank top on. And imagine you put him on TikTok back then. What they doing,
man? Us with Panama Jack shirts on, fat laces with the fluorescent. Man, listen, Gumby haircuts. Listen, man. Don't forget this too, man. Don't forget this too. These kids today, man, not all of them, but most of them are not used to being screamed at. When I tell you back in them days, bro, man, the coach what? They talk to you like a dog, threaten you with sending you home. They talk. Shout out to Javian too. Shout out to Javian, man, and shout out to my brother Jason. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody for tapping in, man. Listen, these kids today, if you scream at them too much, they'll tell you what you can do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
add the money on top of it.
Exactly, man. You can't coach today like you could in the 90s. It's just no way possible, right? And I know a lot of coaches that I know are struggling with that, right? You almost
Yeah.
have to handle these kids with a fine tooth. You almost gotta. They tender now, man. They tender. It's
I agree with that.
you gotta understand. And I don't want to come off as the old guy. Shout out to Travel Panil too, man. What's up, Travel Panil? Hey, facts, Travel Panil, facts. These kids, they might swing on the coach, man. You just and
Or
the reason why
worse.
it's like that,
Or
or worse, the reason why it's like that is it's not just it's the world we live in. It's the bubble wrap world we live in. Don't you, bro? I was at a AAU game, seen a kid get fouled and cuss the ref out, right? Instead of the mama jacking him up, the mama like, you tell him such and such. Like the mama was giving the green light. So we live in a world, bro, where it's just about self-preservation. Damn everybody else, right? So you can't blame the kid for being a part of the society that we live in now. That's just, bro. We grew up in days where if you did some crazy stuff, the neighbor caught you doing it, she might pull off her belt and whoop your ass, right?
Right.
Try that now. Your ass going to jail if not get shot after that. You know what I'm saying? So
my fault.
It's just different, man. What you think?
Man, the one thing that this is such an unpopular opinion, man, but I know a lot of people will agree with it, man. You always hear like a lot of people, especially like parents, man, I did my best. To be honest, man, a lot of folks don't do their best.
Facts.
They really don't. If we just be totally honest,
Facts, bro.
A lot of people like to say, "Oh, I did my best. I did this and did all that." No, you didn't. If folks really just told the truth, do you really feel like your mom did her best? I felt like it's things that my mom could have done better. But as far as that my mom was dealt, my mom did her best. I can legit say that. She has done her best. Now, other people, I can't speak on that. I felt like my dad could have did a lot more. But it's good that he acknowledged that at the end before. But he always acknowledged that stuff. Either way, I felt like he always been honest with me regardless. So somebody always just keeping it straight up with you. Like, man, a lot of people just don't do their best. Like, oh, man, I tried my best at doing it. No, you didn't. Did you do your best in school? Did you do your best on the field? Did you do your best just in anything? Work, studying, all this stuff. A lot of people, I can be like that. It was times like one pod day when it was just me and Tez. I was just out of it the whole time. And I was just like, man, I'm just ready to get off. The next time I came up, I was like, man, I apologize, man. I was so out of it. I didn't give y'all my best. And y'all come up here and give me y'all time. And I didn't give you my best. So I think a lot of people just need to be honest with themselves and just say, I just didn't give my best. And parents just like to use that cop out a lot of ways. And they saying this how kids acting like this. Maybe your ass just wasn't doing your best. They wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you. You let a lot of stuff slide. A lot of people think that's cute when they doing something like this. Then when you finally say something and they of age, what you think they've been doing this the whole time and now you say something? Man, don't get me started.
Hey, man, it's the truth. Go ahead.
That's 100% fact, though, bro. Like,
yeah.
And me and Brinsky, we done had conversations about this before, man. Like, I'm huge on accountability, right? Even my sports takes, if you really think about it, I'm always holding somebody accountable for their own shit. I mean, their own stuff. I'm sorry, but it's because I grew up with a lady that held me accountable for everything. So now, even if it's not my fault, I find a reason to blame myself so that I always have something to work on. So you'll never catch me saying I did my best, not even as a parent, even though I think I'm a damn good father. I'm always going to recognize that it's something else that I could have done. I could have done this better. I didn't have to approach this way. You Tez out there screaming and getting into a shoving match with a softball coach at a middle school softball game. That was a bad look. You know what I mean? My daughter cried about that. That was not smart thing to do, Tez. Everybody, you know, everybody got on to me about that. But so what I'm saying is, it's like, as much as people don't have this problem with not doing their best, a lot of people just have an accountability problem. If you just admit it,
that's true.
You just admitted to go a long ways. One of the reasons that I talk about my grandma a lot and I respect her so much is because she admitted stuff like this to me. she would say like, "Hey, I could have did this better. I failed you on this." Right? She was brutally honest. So like, man, I think if most people would just be honest about these things, you wouldn't have these kids in these situations right now, thinking that my mama did the best that I can. So now my shit don't stink.
Facts.
And like, really, if your mom would have just told you, like, man, I could have did this better. I needed to do this. I needed to do this. And then you can see that in other individuals and realize, like, hey, you know, I probably shouldn't act like this because this was wrong information from this lady. You know what I mean? It would change a lot, man.
It definitely would. It definitely would. Shout out to Brian Green, man. Brian,
It's a
good to
great
see you,
conversation to be having right before the season started, too.
bro. Facts, man. Good to
With
see
that
you,
being
Brian.
said, Jackson Arnold, I need my 3,000 yards.
Bro, let me tell you this, bro. Big shout out to Brian, man. I ain't seen you in a while, Brian. Good to see you, bro. I was in CVS Pharmacy, bro, and I know this is at the base level of it, but it bleeds over into sports. It bleeds over into shaping your daughter or your son. I was in CVS Pharmacy, bro, and I seen a kid pick up a toy, or you know how some CVS Pharmacy had this little small toy section. It was a Nerf football or whatever them kind of soft footballs is, and it come in a pack. I forgot what they are. Well, the mama took it and put it back. Says, "You already got one of those, son." The son screamed, "No, give me the," just going off, bro. You know, she grabbed his arm, he jacks away and push her, and the kid couldn't have been no more than 6, 5, maybe. At that moment, bro,
Couldn't imagine.
all my teeth would have been knocked clean out my damn mouth by my mama, right? I'm talking about closed fist. You know what I'm saying? Now, some may say that's pretty harsh, but bro, listen to me.
You wouldn't have did it again.
At all. When I seen it, I was like, and she was just like, she was almost begging him to stop. And I had to ask myself, who the hell is the parent? Is it you or is he the parent? And he clearly knew our mama ain't gonna do nothing. So he was just going off. Then he started knocking stuff off the shelf. And I was just watching, like, I was flabbergasted, bro, because my mama would have slapped my sandals off, bro, right there in the store. Don't give a damn who looking. So,
and guess what she would have said? At the end of the day, I did my best.
I did my best. Yeah, bro. My face would have still been hurting right now, 40 years later, bro. So, I when I see those kind of things, you mean to tell me that young kid is not gonna try this in school? It's not gonna bleed over in sports. It's not gonna bleed over to when he don't feel like doing homework.
Yeah.
Bro, it's gonna bleed into everything, man. And I was just shocked, man. I really, really was, man. Panissa, we all went to school with those kids who wasn't how things, and it wasn't how things surprised how things played out. Facts,
right?
And that's sad to say, bro. And Lord knows you hope you're wrong, but man, that's why I applaud when I see these guys on their sons, on their daughters, because in this day and age where everything is just so easy to get with social media. Shaping the opinion of your kid when they go to school, you know, people recording everything you damn do. You almost gotta be a little tougher than you regularly should, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, BT? Good to see Bino, man. So it's tough, man. It's tough, guys.
Let me get this off, man, because I promise you, man, when you just said guys tough on your sons, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I grew, especially from birth all the way to I was 10 years old. My mom and dad was together until they got a divorce, and then we moved to my grandma's house, and now I'm in the house full of women, my grandma, my mom, my auntie, my sister, and all that. And you can see how those kind of ways can get in there, man. Then me and my dad not really talking during high school for the most part. And that's what I said, man. I know my mom. I said my mom did her best. She is things she could have done better. I said my dad clearly could have done better. But I can tell you right now, my dad gave me so much great advice, man, that I hold on to this day. Man. One of them that I probably use every single day, man. Because it's certain things, because I didn't have them throughout my 20s.
Yeah.
And you don't have them during your teens, but he said, man, hard work and faith can get a man through his tough times. He said, you will not understand this until you go through something. And anytime I know, I'm dealing with something in high school, he said, you'll find out when you get older. It's going to come a time when you just can't pick up the phone and call me or whatnot. But I'm glad that we had it ain't like we had beef in high school. It was just it was a long story with that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't him. It was somebody interfering with that. But he admitted that he should never let that interfere with our relationship. And I'm glad that I had him. And just seeing that, like you said, guys being tough on their sons, for the most part, I don't think I can ever be like how my dad was with me when I grew up in the house or whatnot. But I will take some of those lessons, because I can only imagine if I grew up that from kindergarten all the way to 18 or whatever and go to college, I can tell you I'll be a little bit more different.
Yeah, facts.
Because instead of growing in a house full of women, it's certain discipline that is just, it's a requirement. I can just tell the difference with some of my homies that grew up with their father. And I was like, hey man, it's a benefit that y'all grew up with some amazing dads, some amazing fathers. Shout out to Coach Rock. Shout out to Mr. Minifield. Rest in peace to Reverend Massengale. So many great men that I have ever met in my life. My homies got to experience this every single day in their household. And I was jealous of that, man. So, yeah, shout out to all them great men out there, especially the coaches that be fathers to a lot of these kids.
Exactly, man. Travis Paneer in here, he know, man. Hey, rest in peace to Elijah Townsend, the bus driver. Man, used to pull his belt off and skin our ass up on the bus, bro. We get to squabbing. He out there, man. That was all of us too. If Travis Paneer in here, he man, listen. I know what you mean when you say that, bro. You know what I mean? Back when Tommy Russell used to be owned by man, you just don't know. It was several dudes, man. Hey, right there, Travis Paneer, no. Man,
yes, sir.
Listen, he wasn't playing that, bro. Telling you, you know what I mean? And would tell your mama, yeah, I tore his ass up today. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't be no conversation about it.
No comment. And you know what your mama say? Good. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Coach, man, it's I wrote this down. It's a comment up here. I Bleed Crimson put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like the little quote. I like little quotes. It says discipline equals freedom.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that. He didn't expound on it, but that I feel like I had to write it down. I feel like that's a bar. I hadn't heard that one before, but it's so true, man. I don't think.
Wait a minute.
We think the opposite sometimes, that freedom. We think that freedom equals freedom. But in the truest sense of it, discipline equals freedom. Like the more disciplined you are, eventually it will free you from whatever the constraints that you have right now. Or in life, period, bro. And I just feel like that is a comment that it was minor, but man, he said something then. That's and also, man,
that's facts.
We talk a lot about about parenting these kids, man. Man, let's work on being good examples. I feel like that goes a long ways, man. When you talk about how kids turn out, and even with this whole work ethic, like, you know, a work ethic. When we talk about kids going to these football teams and putting in work, right? You don't get that from somebody telling you. You get that from seeing work being put in. You get that from an example. You get that from seeing somebody put in the work and seeing the fruits of their labor come true. So you're like, hey, this is the way that I do it. A lot of the kids that work hard, ask them to tell you about their fathers. Ask them to tell you about their mothers. You'll find a lot of, my mom worked 3 jobs my whole life. My dad, we never really seen him. He was just working his whole life. You know what I'm saying? You'll find a lot of that. And that's what instills that work ethic in you. You see it, right? You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about this, man, hey, Brinsky, he never asked me, but we had like a conversation about advice that because I had my daughter young. She's 23 years old now, right? So what advice do I give to parents? And my number one advice that I only give to parents is be a good example. That's it. That's the only thing I
They
can tell
watching
you to do.
everything. Facts.
It's be the person you want them to either be with or be.
Yeah.
And you can tell a lot about, I'm telling you, you can tell a lot about parents by the way their kids act.
That's a whole
You
fact.
know, and you can see through the little fronts that people put up. We living like this and this and that, and you see their kid acting a certain way. Like some in the milk ain't clean, because where they get that from?
Facts.
You know what I
Man,
mean? So
100%.
be a good example.
Be a good example, man. Hey, Trapper 100% fact. You see what Trapper just said? Out to my Mr. Elijah, rest in peace. He kept that leather strap hanging from the mirror. Yes, he did. Oh my goodness. Yes, he did, man.
Let you know what it is.
Shout out to Terrell. Shout out to whole towns and family, man. Hey, listen, I agree, man. I you know, it's and anybody that had a daughter know it's different, man, than with a boy. Daughters make you, man. I find myself, I don't know if it's, but she know. But I will say, man, I'm blessed to have a kind of daughter that she understand. She been working with us since she was a baby. She know you don't get them grades, you gonna come sit on this bench over here with daddy, and I'm gonna take you to the game and let you watch your cheerleading people, let your teammates have their fun. So she make, you know, I can't even complain, man. She does. She's great, man. She's much more smarter than I was at the same age, right? And as long as I can see that, man, then I walk with my head high. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right? That you know, I can remember them days when Bama used to lose. It would ruin my whole damn weekend, right? It would just be like, damn, man, they lost. It would just ruin my weekend. But see, it don't even do that now, man. And I think that's why I'm able to tell the truth about Alabama football when others can't, you know, because it just don't pain me like it used to. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like what T.I. said in ATL. T.I. said his daddy say, in ATL, he said, his daddy say, you'll put them skates down when you find something more important. You know what I'm saying? They all used to love the skating ring. So you'll put them skates down when you find something more important. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's the truth in the details, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, we've been on now, man, for what, an hour and 40 minutes, 130 total people here, Twitter and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Both together. 79 on Twitter. I don't know how many on YouTube, but 130 it says total. You guys have been absolutely awesome in the chat, man. Hey, Jared said it right there. Vacuums, cords, then most of them thin ass women leather belts. Yeah, them leather belts don't miss, bro. And if you really taking it back, Jared, them switches don't miss either.
then you got to go get your own.
You got to go get your own. Boy.
That's the worst.
You know what I'm saying? Facts, and
that should
make you remember.
Crime, man.
Yeah, that should be and look, we grown people, and we remember them ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So look, the wife says, "Man, these $2 of mine. My mom raised me like a boy. Don't be crying. Raise him like a boy. Don't be crying. Don't be emotional. All that feminist stuff out the window. Then you get a daughter, and you got to find it. Hey, Dwight, you are 1,000% correct, my brother.
Well,
it's like when you see your daughter upset, man, it hurts your feelings so bad, bro. Like, God, dog.
I tell you what, man. Like I say this, and I've said it before, man. But my daughter saved my life, man.
Facts.
If I had a little boy, I don't know if I would.
I got, man. Look, my daughter, man.
My daughter saved my life. Man.
Yes, 100%. God is good, boy. I'm telling you that
he knew what I needed.
And he knew what I needed. Facts, man. Facts. And I say a little prayer just about every week. Lord, don't let her meet nobody like I was in the 20s. Forgive me for that. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me for that, man. I didn't know, right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Appreciate y'all though, man. Tiz, Brinsky, Piano Man. You guys have been absolutely awesome, bro. Shout out to all our Wu-Tang Clan, man. Shout out to Coach I, whatever he had. Shout out to Ty Hayes. Shout out to Jance. Shout out to Coach Carl and Coach Al. Piano Man was up here. Shout out to both Jasons, Walker and Hall of Fame Sports, man. Shout out to Nick and them boys over there in the water cooler. Shout out to Justin Smith, Clint Lamb, our brother John, the entire Bama Standard. You understand? Shout out to everybody. Kyle, way off sides, and our brother, KB. Everybody, wherever KB is at right now, subscribe to KB, man. KB going through some crazy stuff. I don't even understand that stuff, man. I'm
Talk
not.
to him today.
It's just crazy, man. I don't know if it's his channel got deleted twice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if it's people hacking him. I don't know. I'm not well. Man, so that's kind of stuff. Man.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm glad I was scared he was in bad health or something where I was talking, but I'm glad he could help. But that sucks though, man. That
21,000 subscribers, man, the first time.
That's
and
crazy.
Then you mean to tell me it's people out there that hate so much? Like this is what I mean when I tell y'all I can never be fanned out over Alabama football, right? I could never put Alabama football over just the structure of my life, bro. Right? If it's that much hate in the world for somebody to go erase your page, I'm gonna say it right here on this channel. I don't know who did it or if somebody did it. If it was a human that did it, use a bitch, straight up. Pardon my language. Pardon my language, man. But I got to say it and put it straight like that. If you hate another man so bad where you put some work in to find this channel, you a straight bitch, straight up. You sit down to pee. Forgive me, God, for saying that. And I mean that if you a man. If you a girl, God bless you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about no woman. But I just don't understand. I don't understand how people over YouTube, over some internet stuff. It's crazy, man. Shout out to KB, man. If you find out what KB is sending, my love, I'm gonna subscribe to him wherever he at. You know what I mean? You can't stop it. All you're doing is prolonging the inevitable. We're gonna go right back and subscribe to the man, right? So you wasting your time. If YouTube did it, then somebody at YouTube need to get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand, man. Dwight says it's something YouTube seen that they didn't like. So they can erase your entire channel, not the video, like your channel. Wow, bro, that is crazy.
It's some stuff. He getting it back. Everything gonna work out.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That's crazy.
He gonna definitely get that back. Talk to him today about it.
Good stuff, Brinsky. Please
and
leave it right.
Before you put his TikTok in the chat.
Let me see, where is it? Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
I think that's his TikTok, right, Latoya?
Yeah.
Said he would be posting, going live over there. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, cool, until he get everything back situated, but he gonna get his channel back, everybody.
Cool, man.
I'm 1,000% confident in that.
Yeah, man. That's suckers. That's terrible, bro.
Yeah, that sucks, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, let me see, Brinsky, how we do this. Tiz, let everybody know where they can find you, man, and let everybody know the update on the content.
Oh man, yeah. So you can find me at It's SEC Season on the YouTube streets and on Twitter, TikTok, all that. It's all the same at It's SEC Season. Finally start rolling out content. Finally. So if you saw some of the shorts, I got some more scheduled for the day coming out. I'm getting a little flack from my Auburn family because I started with Alabama.
Uh-oh.
So people have been like, man, what's up with all this Alabama content? I'm like, it's Alabama. But yeah, hopefully, man, y'all will see my face come Monday on some content. Then I still got to get this live schedule. I'm looking at maybe Tuesday. I just got to see what I got going on and the rest of these guys got going on if they want to come on there, and we can kick it off. But it's gonna move pretty fast, so I advise you to go ahead and subscribe now. That way you can go ahead and get in on it. We got 2 weeks until the season start. Also, we're doing over there at the channel. We are doing a college football pick'em. I teased at this. We're giving away a bunch of stuff to the winner. But you can enter this. It's free to enter. All you got to do is, he put my email address up right there. Just drop me an email at info@itsecseason.com right there. You drop me an email there if you're a fan, a content creator, whatever. Drop me an email there. You can put in the subject, I want to be in the pick'em, and then I can add you to it. It's filling up fast. We got a couple people in there, man. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna compete. We're gonna pick some teams. I already picked my teams for week 1. It's a couple interesting week 1 matchups out there. So man, I hope everybody can at least come in and subscribe and send me an email and join the pick'em, man, so that we can compete and be happy over there and and just have some fun, man. So I appreciate these guys for giving me a platform or even giving me the idea to do something like this. I always appreciate them for their support, man. And yeah, sky's the limit from here. Finally, we on the road.
Facts. Appreciate that, Tiz, for sure, man. And my broski Brinsky.
Of course, I'm Brinsky Sharp with the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button over here, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna do a show tomorrow or just wait till Monday or Tuesday, whatever day is good for Coach Sean on that Monday and Tuesday for sure.
Yeah.
Because hopefully we have another special guest. I can't announce it yet, just trying to get the word on that to see. But more than likely we'll do one on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Definitely when the season kick off, those Mondays are definitely going to be kicking off with that college football recap of anything we want to talk about, whoever want to come in, Auburn, Oklahoma, LSU, whoever, Georgia. We talking about it on Monday, like how Ty used to have it, probably have it at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I don't know, but it's definitely going to be every Monday. What else do we have going on? Hopefully have some more special guests for you guys before the season kicks off. Definitely going to have live reactions after the game too. I'm about to say more than likely it ain't gonna be every weekend because Piano Man may want to do one that night. We all just gonna migrate over there. We ain't about to have a 30 million channels.
Everybody split up, you know.
If Piano Man got it that night, we on there. Coach Sean got it that night, we over there. Coach Carl, we going over there, and we having a recap over there. But we gonna figure that out, let y'all know and all that. And definitely one final thing since we talking. There was a great conversation that we had at the end. Shout out and rest in peace to Augustus Booger Sharp, Senior. Love you, Dad.
Oh, facts, man. Love that, man. Bro. Love that for sure. Love that for sure, man. Big respect right there, for sure, sure, man. Roll Tide to you, Christian. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys are very knowledgeable, absolutely awesome to all y'all, man. I love y'all to death. I appreciate y'all. Every Saturday, 6:20, 6:15-ish, we'll be on here, man. Tap in with us now, because it's gonna be really thick in them post games. Directly after the games, we'll be on. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet. We might, Brinsky say, I want the Florida State game. All right, we all gonna go over to Brinsky's. I want the next game. We'll come over here to my channel. That way we won't be split up, and we'll post it probably that day. Hey, post-game show at Brinsky's, post-game show at Tez's, post-game show at Coach Sean's. That way everybody can come to one, and we all be on the panel together, just going in on what we saw. I think that'll be the best way. That's how we used to do when we was all together over at Kyle's, and so it'll be great, man. Again, thank you guys for tapping in, man. You guys are awesome. Tapping with all these brothers and all the brothers I said previously, and as always, you can definitely find me right here every Saturday at 6:50. Me and my brothers right here on JMHO Sports Talk. That's just my humble opinion. That's all it is. No insider here, don't want to be, right? Just our humble opinion. That's all it is, man. We have a good time, right? I don't even want to be associated with that word, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need some insiders.
The internet is a cuss word.
Exactly, bro. You want an insider? Holla at Justin Smith, holla at Clint Lamb, holla at Andrew Bone, holla at Luke and Jimmy. Them dudes are insiders. They're inside. They can find out stuff. Kyle, them boys, they be on campus. They know stuff, right? No insider here. We just give you our opinion, what we love to do. And that's what it is, man. We appreciate y'all. Much love, OG Ephraim, everybody tapping in, Nick, N3, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, Toya, Dwight, just everybody, man. My brother Rob, Patriot Life, man. Everybody, Corey P, man, everybody, man, thank you guys. Jared, just everybody, Ebony, everybody who tapped in, man. Thank you guys. We'll probably back with Brinsky on Monday or Tuesday, whichever one he decide. Tez might be with Brinsky Monday, Tez Tuesday, and back over here on Saturday. Tap in with Piano Man, tap in with everybody, man. Much love to you all, and roll tide, man, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna let my brother Brinsky get the last word. Close your ears, Tez. You know what I mean? Much love to everybody in the chat, man. Roll damn tide.
And F them trees.
Powerful words. Powerful words.
Shout out to Tez.